Hey guys, it's Wisdom with Weston, episode 401. It is 4:11 p.m. in the great heavens, capital of Texas, out second to Israel. What is it? It is April 5th, Resurrection Day. It's Sunday, April 5th, 2026. Let's get into it. Okay, we're going to talk about this. I've talked about this before, but I'm really going to try to get this in 3 minutes here. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord, shall enter the kingdom of heaven. Then he says, but these are the people that will. But he who does the will of my Father in heaven. That's John 6. He says, many will say to me, going back to that, Lord, Lord. So there it is again. Not everyone who says to me, Lord, Lord. So he says, many will say to me, Lord, Lord, have we not prophesied in your name, cast out demons in your name, and done many wonders in your name? They will say to that, and he will say, I will declare to them, I never knew you. Depart from me, you who practice lawlessness. Okay, John 6, starting at verse 35. And Jesus said to them, I am the bread of life, and he who comes to me shall never hunger, and he who believes in me shall never thirst. Meaning that if you come to Jesus, Matthew 7, those people had never come to Jesus because they would have never hungered and they would have never thirst. And he also said, I never knew you. But he said to them that you have not seen me. And he says, and he who believes in me shall never thirst. But I said to you that you have seen me and yet do not believe. There's that believe again. All that the Father gives me will come to me. And the one who comes to me, I will by no means cast out, for I have come down from heaven, not to do my own will, here it is, but the will of him who sent me. And this is the will of the Father who sent me, that all he has given me, I should lose nothing, but should raise it up on the last day. And this is the will of him who sent me, that everyone who sees the Son and believes in him may have everlasting life, and I will raise him up on the last day. Why is this important? Because it's Resurrection Day. Why? There's many people who say they know Jesus, or say they've met Jesus, or they say that I believe in God, and they say that I'm going to heaven, and they will be the people who say, Lord, Lord, haven't we casted out demons, prophesied, and done many wonders in your name? And he'll say, depart from me, I never knew you. Meaning you never actually came to me. We've never met. You met somebody else. Because if you had come to me, you would have heard my words. You would have heard what the will of the Father is. You would have heard how to be saved, the narrow gate, which is me. And he said, you would have been saved. And if you would have believed on me, that's what Jesus just said. What's the will of the Father? The will of the Father is that all that the Father give him will come to him. I was given to Jesus by the Father. I will come to Jesus. And Jesus said, he'll never lose me. And then he says, this is the will of him who sent me. Anyone who sees the Son and believes on him shall have everlasting life. That would bear to say that anybody who has never come to Jesus has ever done the will of the Father, and the will of the Father is to believe, not to perform good works for a credit of your salvation. It is a person who's rooted in Christ that bears good works because their foundation is rooted in Christ, is rooted in belief. Belief in what? The life, the death, and the resurrection of Christ. Who Christ is, what he has done for us, that is how we get saved.